An Enderman is standing inside a water-filled cauldron. It is not taking damage. And no, that is not a bug. Water destroys Endermen. Everyone knows that. You splash one with a water bottle and it teleports away screaming. You stand in the rain and every Enderman nearby loses its mind. But drop a filled cauldron in front of one and let it stand inside that water block and nothing happens. Zero damage. This one mechanic breaks everything you thought you knew about Enderman. And once you understand why, your entire survival strategy for the end dimension changes forever. What is up? Welcome back to BLOX. Today we are going deep on one of the most misunderstood mobs in the entire game, Endermen. These tall, dark, teleporting mobs spawn in all three dimensions: the Overworld, the Nether, and the End. And most players have no idea how their water interaction actually works. We are breaking down 5 survival tips built around Enderman mechanics, the Cauldron loophole, how to fight them safely, where they spawn, and how to use all of this in your world right now. Let us get into it. Okay, first things first. Let us lock in exactly what hurts an Enderman. The official wiki confirms these damage sources: melee attacks, water, lava, fire, splash water bottles, and rain. That is the full list. If any of those hit an Enderman, it takes damage. But here is where most players go wrong. They think water is water. Like, any water block anywhere will fry an Enderman on contact. That is not true. The cauldron is the exception. Water stored inside a cauldron block does not damage Enderman. The wiki is completely clear on this. Quote, water in a cauldron does not damage Endermen, striders, or blazes. 3 completely different mob types, all sharing this same cauldron immunity. This is not an accident. This is a deliberate Minecraft mechanic. So when you are building anything around Enderman in your survival world, you need to know exactly which water sources count and which ones do not. A river, a lake, a water bucket placed on the ground, a splash water bottle, rain from the sky. All of those hurt. A filled cauldron does not. Keep that line sharp in your head. Now here is where the survival tip gets real. When an Enderman takes damage from a natural source, like rain, water, or fire, it does not just stand there. It teleports. And it keeps teleporting until it finds a safe location. This is critical for your survival strategy because it means you cannot reliably trap an Enderman using water in the open world. The second the water touches it, it is gone. It will keep blinking across the map looking for dry ground. You might throw a splash water bottle at one thinking you are finishing it off, and then watch it vanish into the night. That is not a glitch. That is programmed behavior. So how do you use this? First, understand that fighting Endermen in the rain is a nightmare. They will not stay in one spot long enough to take consistent damage. Second, if you want to fight one on your terms, you need to force it into a space where it cannot teleport away cleanly. Tight, enclosed spaces limit teleport destinations. That is a real strategy. The cauldron mechanic actually plays into this because a cauldron-filled area does not trigger the panic teleport. If you want Endermen to stay put, check the wiki for specific trap designs using this mechanic. You cannot survive against Endermen if you do not know where they come from. Here is the exact spawn data from the wiki. In the Overworld and the End dimension, Endermen need light level 0 to spawn. That is complete darkness. No torches, no glowstone, no sea lanterns anywhere nearby. In the Nether, the rules change. They can spawn at light level 7 or less. That is a huge range. More than half the possible light levels in the game trigger Enderman spawns in the Nether. This means your Nether base needs way more lighting than your Overworld base to stay Enderman free. Most players light their Nether base just enough to stop general mob spawns and then wonder why Endermen keep appearing. Light level 7 or less is the threshold. You need to push past that. Now for the End dimension, this is the most important one. The entire End Island is basically a perfect Enderman spawner by default. Light level 0 everywhere. This is why Enderman density in the End is so much higher than in any other dimension. When you go to fight the Ender Dragon, you are walking into the most Enderman-packed zone in the game. Plan accordingly. This is the survival tip that every single player heading to the End needs burned into their brain. Endermen are neutral mobs. They will not attack you unless you look directly at their face. That is the trigger. Eye contact. So here is the counterplay. Wear a carved pumpkin on your head instead of a helmet. When you have a carved pumpkin equipped in your helmet slot, looking at Endermen will not make them aggressive. Your vision gets a little obscured by the pumpkin overlay, but you will not accidentally trigger every Enderman on the end island just by panning your camera around. Now this does reduce your defense stats compared to a full diamond or netherite helmet, so the trade-off is real. For the Ender Dragon fight specifically, check the wiki for how players balance the pumpkin swap with their armor setup. The core mechanic is confirmed though. Pumpkin head equals no Enderman aggro for my contact. Use this in the end and your survival rate climbs fast. It is one of those tips that sounds almost too simple, but completely changes how chaotic that final dimension feels when you first land there. Endermen drop Ender Pearls when killed. Ender Pearls are one of the most valuable resources in the entire game. You need 12 of them just to craft the Eyes of Ender required to locate and activate a stronghold portal. Beyond that, Ender Pearls let you teleport in survival, which is an emergency escape tool, a gap closer, and a speed travel option all in one item. So farming Enderman is worth your time. Here is the cleanest combat approach for survival. Endermen are tall, 2.5 blocks tall to be exact. If you build a 2-block high ceiling over your fighting area, Endermen cannot stand upright underneath it, and they cannot teleport into that space as easily. You swing from underneath and they take hits without being able to fully engage back. Pair this with a looting 3 enchantment on your sword. Looting increases the drop rate and quantity of Ender Pearls per kill. That is the single best enchantment for pearl farming. Sharpness V on your sword makes the kills faster. Keep a shield in your offhand for the moments when an Enderman does land a hit. And if you are farming in the end after defeating the dragon, the pearl drops are even more consistent because the density of Endermen there is the highest in the game. Use the Cauldron mechanic, use the pumpkin, use the low ceiling. Stack all of these together, and Endermen go from terrifying to farmable. So let us run the final checklist. Water hurts Endermen. Cauldron water does not. When they take natural damage, they teleport until they find safety. They spawn at light level 0 in the overworld and end, and light level 7 or less in the nether. Pumpkin helmet stops eye contact aggro, and looting 3 plus a low ceiling is your best pearl farming setup. These are real mechanics, verified facts, not guesses. Drop a comment with which one surprised you the most. Subscribe to BLOX today for daily Minecraft tips in 2026. We post every single day. See you in the next one.